A bizarre cause of death, a struggle with addiction, and a star gone far too soon. Whitney Houston is an undeniable icon, and the details surrounding her death couldn't be more heartbreaking. Whitney Houston released her debut album in 1985 when she was just 22 years old. Between that year and 1992, she sold more than 86 million records worldwide. She quickly became a household name, and many of her early songs were ubiquitous on the radio in the late 80s. In 1992, she married fellow pop star Bobby Brown. Soon enough, headlines about her rocky marriage and substance abuse issues had replaced the hits. On February 11, 2012, Whitney Houston had a night of glitz and glamour ahead of her. She had been planning her comeback for some time, having spent the previous decade out of the spotlight, and was expected at record industry legend Clive Davis's pre-Grammy party the night before the award ceremony. Ahead of the Grammys, Houston was staying at a Beverly Hills hotel. According to the coroner's investigative narrative in Houston's autopsy report, she'd had a sore throat for a few days, and it didn't seem to be going away. Her assistant suggested the singer take a bath and then headed out to run some errands. By the time she was back, Houston was lying face down in the water. Efforts to save Houston were futile. She was 48 years old when she died.
We have breaking news tonight out of Los Angeles, the death of singing star Whitney Houston at the age of 48.
Whitney Houston's sudden death came as a tragic shock to all, and speculation ran rampant due to her known struggles with substance abuse and her relatively young age. Eventually, the medical examiner would release his findings, which read something like the perfect storm, a threefold reason for her death. The Los Angeles coroner report stated that Houston's death was caused by, quote, drowning due to effects of atherosclerotic heart disease and cocaine use. Because the drowning seemed to have been brought on by a heart incident, Houston's death was ruled an accident. According to the report, investigators initially found various signs of drug use around Houston's hotel room. These included white, powdery substances, a rolled-up piece of paper, a spoon with a crystal-like substance on it, lots of prescription bottles, loose capsules, and blister packs of pills. There was also an open bottle of champagne and a couple of beers laying around, as well as an ashtray full of cigarette butts. Toxicology results found several substances in Houston's system: cocaine, the anti-anxiety medication Xanax, the muscle relaxer Flexeril, Benadryl, marijuana, and cocaethylene, which is a substance created in the liver from combining alcohol with cocaine. Benzolecgonine was also mentioned in Houston's toxicology report, which is known to be the major metabolite of cocaine. Houston's autopsy report demonstrates clearly how her frequent cocaine use took its toll on her health. Aside from contributing to her early death, the report states that Houston had a hole in her septum, which can be caused by heavy cocaine use, although this can have a number of other causes too. The autopsy report also included a number of other details and revelations. For example, Houston, whose wide vocal range and pristine singing voice earned her fans around the globe, suffered from mild emphysema. For reasons that are unclear, her autopsy report also said she had an extensive maxillary dental prosthesis with 11 dental implants. She also had breast implants and wore a wig. In Houston's 48 years of life, her body had been through a lot, and her autopsy report threw that into stark relief. Nevertheless, she left behind a beloved catalog of music and is still considered one of the best singers in modern history. According to BBC, after hearing of Houston's death, Clive Davis said at his pre-Grammy party, "Whitney was a beautiful person and a talent beyond compare. Simply put, Whitney would have wanted the music to go on, and her family asked that we carry on." If you or anyone you know is struggling with addiction issues, help is available. Visit the Substance Abuse and Mental Health Services Administration's website or contact SAMHSA's National Helpline at 1-800-662-HELP 4357.